Can we all scream when we're introduced? Just
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the VGRCast on this historic election night. As always, I am joined by my lovely friends Christine, Ryan, Monica, Mike, and Steve. Hey, start off strong with a sub. Life is pain. Hello and welcome.
Life is pain.
Welcome.
Anyone who says
Happy
otherwise
America
is
Day.
coming.
It's America Day.
Is it though?
We
Yes.
need to pay rent.
It has to be.
We didn't
this
pay
will be
rent.
the last one.
We didn't pay rent on America Day. We're bad Americans.
We'll do
can't
that
see
What's
tomorrow.
the third?
Let's do it on the 5th, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know, but Christine gets all...
I like doing it on the 1st.
I know you do.
Just makes more sense, but whatever.
Shut up,
So
Livy.
today is Hell Day.
Yep. Shut up, Livy, you're fine. That's the mood of today.
So can I hijack for a second and talk about my weekend and explain why I'm not drinking right now? even though I
Yes.
really
Right
want to?
ahead.
Because you might bow out early so you can start.
Yes. So I had quite the last few days. So on Saturday, I had gotten groceries and I was putting stuff away, and I was putting stuff in like the little drawers of my fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was bending over and was like kind of like in the fridge.
Okay.
And then I went to stand up and I bashed my head. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then when I went to try to stand up, I collapsed and fell to the floor.
Ooh,
Oh.
concussion.
Oh, yeah.
And I just kind of laid there for like 30, like at least 30 to 60 seconds. And I was
Ew.
like, this isn't right. But then I got up and continued my Halloween
This
Oh,
isn't
wait a
right.
minute.
little
I
things that
shouldn't
did.
be on the ground. This isn't right at all.
No, this is not. And
Do it
then
in side loop.
when Dad ended up coming over later that night, I was acting very, very like giddy drunk, even though I hadn't drunk at all. And he's like, "You're scaring me. Please stop."
And then
You should go
and then
see a
I'm guessing he took you to the doctor.
So then I'm like, oh, it's fine. And then the next day, we kind of chilled, so it was okay. But I made cookies, and watching my electric mixer go made me like hella dizzy.
Ugh.
That legit sounds like a concussion.
I'm getting there.
Okay,
I tell
fair
my
enough.
stories in order. So, and then I went to work on Monday, which was yesterday. And I could kind of feel, and I can feel it a little right now, where there's a little bit of like fogginess when I try to like talk and connect things. So, and work was a little tough, and I'm like, okay, I should probably go to the doctor. Or I should probably go. So I go to one of those minute clinics, and the lady's like, yeah,
Minute
you
clinic.
definitely have either concussion, but you should, or you might have internal bleeding. So please go to the ER.
Oh,
Oh, and I'm like, oh.
that's nice.
So I went to the ER on Monday night, which was yesterday night, and I was in and out of there surprisingly quick. They took me in right away. They got me a CAT scan and everything is fine, but I definitely have a concussion, and
Oh.
definitely a mild concussion, just from putting things away in the fridge like a doof. And so I spent the entirety of today, and I've had to limit my screen time, which has been very difficult. Because a lot of my leisure time is screen time, so
We are millennials, after all.
this is true. Like, not even that, just like I like video games, computer, social media. I mean, I was already planning on staying off of social media much anyway, but this gives me an even better excuse. So needless to say, I'm not drinking tonight, which is unfortunate.
Fair.
Yes, what a night to choose to not drink.
I got a concussion story as go. That's unfortunately not that badass.
No, it's not. It's like the dumbest one.
Steve, I'm way ahead of you.
Story.
Give me my tequila.
So, before we dive hard into electoral stuff, little bit of a upturn. The Sarah McBride in Delaware is the first trans state senator in U.S. history.
Dope.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. You must dab, good sir.
Oh, we should also probably address the elephant in the room and why two of us look pretty significantly different.
Well, 3. Mike shaved.
Yeah, but Mike shaves on a semi-regular basis, though. He doesn't keep it.
Do we really need to address what No Shave November is?
I think probably between this week and next week, I'm gonna try and set up like a team thing where we can solicit donations, see if we can.
Oh,
do a little thing
I set
together.
one of those up for myself.
I'll
Oh,
be
dope.
honest, I didn't even learn until last year that it was supposed to be like a charity thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was a thing that people
It's
did
like for raising.
Well-
I don't know if it's just general
Men's
cancer or if
health
it's
or something
testicular
like
cancer
that.
or.
It
Yeah.
started off as prostate.
Cancer, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with the ice bucket challenge. That was to raise money for ALS. So
Yep.
Which it did
Except that happened
successfully
one
raise
time.
a lot of money for ALS.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, apparently Nat's been subscribed at Tier 1 for 11 months.
yep.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you, Nat.
Thank you, Mountain.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Nat for taking me to the hospital yesterday and taking care of me today. So.
Shout out to Nat for saving Monica's life.
What polling thing are you using again?
So, I have I'm gonna lead off with a interesting.
Real quick, I'm gonna test a sub real quick.
Okay.
Nope, that's still wrong.
Well, and also,
Shit.
what polling website are you guys using?
Politico.
Yeah, I'm using Politico. Yeah. So I'm gonna lead off with a interesting voting story today. So
So you voted today, Mike?
yes, I did vote today. My
No,
sticker
right.
doesn't stick no more. But so went to go vote at my normal polling place, and for some reason they couldn't pull up my name. So I'm like,
Ooh.
that's weird. I voted here twice before.
Yeah.
Maybe the system's get. I'm gonna get into why I knew the system was confused in a bit. But so I'm
Don't give away too
standing
much
there
personal
for-
information.
Yes. So I'm standing there for like 5-10 minutes as they try to figure out my name, and then eventually, one of them reads off. They find my name in the system, but the birth date does not match up. So here's the thing. There are a lot of people in my family who have the same name as me. One in particular, also my uncle, has the same initial as well. And since this is my grandma's house that I currently live in, this is also the house that he used to live in.
Ah,
So
I see the problem.
technically, in 2016 and 2019, I committed voter fraud
Nice.
By voting as the wrong person.
by voting as my uncle, who now
mean-
lives in Indiana.
Not
So
2019.
so sorry. I think I missed that bit. Your uncle is also Michael.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Same initials.
Same first and last name, same
Middle initial. Yeah.
So
Oh,
they didn't catch it in 2016 or 2019 for some reason.
you mean
You-
2018?
Yeah. I was
No,
gonna
it was
say-
2019 because mayor elections.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But so for some reason they didn't catch it then, but they caught it this time. So I had to go to a different polling location. Still cast my vote, but
Oops.
federal crime.
Hello, FBI? As an American citizen, I have a crime to report. As Uncle Sam, it is my duty.
But there are also
Why are
a
you-
lot of.
Why are you hanging up?
Hello?
Wait, come back.
Drink
There's
number
also a
one
lot-
finished.
men in my family named Michael, so I understand.
Well, yeah.
That's better.
I believe I'm the only. Well, I'm the only one with the first name Christine that starts with a K.
So yeah, that was my voting story and why it took me like 40 minutes instead of 5 minutes to vote.
That's
So
fair.
here's my voting story. I voted last week, and that's also when the hair got chopped off. So I had to drive all the way back to where my parents live because I'm still registered there because that's my permanent address. I went there around noon, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't a long line. I got in and got out, I think, within 40 minutes, if that.
That's pretty long.
Well, for a pandemic.
Also, considering how many locations they've closed, that's really not that long. I've seen people with like 3-4 hour stories.
Yeah, no, I was in and out, and then I went over to Jess's house, and they gave me a haircut, and then I was on my way to the highway, but to do that I have to pass my parents' house anyway, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna pop in and say hi to Mom and the dog. And she liked the haircut, so.
Mostly the dog.
But, well, I walked, so the way my parents' house is set up is they have an attached garage. So I walked through the side door of the garage because I still have the house key. And walked through the garage, walked up the stairs, opened the door, and my mother's like, hello? And then Brandy's like, arr, arr. She did. She was such a good guard dog, she didn't even realize I was there.
So good.
Such a good girl.
Me and Vanessa voted last week by turning ours into a Dropbox, and last time we checked on the status, it was being processed by election judges. So hopefully we're in the tally today. So
Yeah,
they have this really cool like scanner thing, and I got to put my ballot in, and then I got to see the check mark, and I was like, yeah, I voted. It was.
Did you do electronic or paper ballots?
We had. So it was electronic, but it printed out on paper, and then I had to put it into a scanner. So
so you did paper ballots. Like it's not a machine like where you
No, there was a machine.
No, it's a machine. It's a machine, and it prints out like a ticket, and then you feed that ticket into another machine. To like officially cast it.
I didn't write anything. No. It was so I guess it is an electronic ballot that just printed.
Yeah.
But I like those. It was so much easier than trying to flip.
They gave you the little card with the chip.
Yeah, with the arrow and.
Yeah.
That's super dope. Hopefully, I'll get that next time.
I know
okay,
when
my
I
webcam's gonna be dumb.
Primary, that's how it was. But I did the absentee ballot thing and dropped it off.
I did the mail.
If you need to leave, Monica, you can. That looks like you're struggling.
I am struggling a little bit. I'll try to hang on for a little bit, but I'll do my best.
Remember, I've dipped multiple times, and I live here. You don't have to be here.
I'm gonna test another widget real quick.
Okay.
The color's all wrong. Why is the color wrong?
I like the red. What color
Should be purple.
No, you shouldn't. No, you don't want it to be purple because then it doesn't pop.
Blends in with the background.
Yeah.
I'll make it blue then.
No,
Teal.
make it yellow. Those are your colors.
Kevin, try turquoise.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Turquoise.
Yeah. Turquoise is the best color.
Red, by the way.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Fuck.
What are we testing?
Widgets on stream.
Kevin's testing the subscriber thing.
Subscriber buttons.
But Biden is still 131.
And Trump is
93.
Close, man.
But all of the West Coast, it hasn't counted or anything. And Iowa, I don't know what the fuck Iowa's doing.
Well, if you recall earlier this year, Iowa had the big fuckery. So.
Well,
the major fuckery.
Yeah.
The most major of fuckeries.
The big fucky wucky.
So yeah, I guess we should just like start diving into this.
Fuck.
What?
Hold on. Stream still up?
Stream's still up.
Cool.
Did the internet poop
No. I thought I might have fucked up and did something.
Before we get too deep, can I show something?
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh yeah, let's get
Where are
deep.
you gonna post it?
Those cow leggings? Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh!
I bought my old marching band uniform from high school.
Nice.
Don't say where you went.
Yeah, that's
A
why
school
I don't
that
want to
starts
know.
with
I don't know if
S.
I want to show the jacket.
That's fine. That's awesome.
I love
Although
it.
the jacket is just basically this.
That's awesome.
I love it. I mean, it's a school that starts with S, so it's school.
School. I went to school high school.
School high school.
High school.
School high.
Your average,
All right,
ordinary.
before we jump into the election, I'm
Everyday
going to go grab myself another
superhero.
alcoholic beverage and be back in a moment.
And this is the exact uniform I wore.
Oh, nice. So
Nice.
So what brought on you buying your old uniform?
They got new ones. And they didn't know what to do with the old ones.
So you're like, I want.
We'll buy.
Well, bye. I will pay the money.
Please let buy.
Considering the cheap fucks that my school is, they're probably still using the same uniforms that I wore.
I don't know if I think my high
Mine are
school
not.
got new uniforms at some point.
Yeah.
I wish I could hide.
Did your high
bar.
schools have band fees?
We did not.
No.
Marching band, yes.
Yes, actually, yes.
Mine didn't because probably
Wait,
because
yeah.
we weren't a competition band.
What range
Same.
were they in?
I don't remember.
I forget what marching band was,
frog.
but jazz band was like $25.
Yeah, because apparently, like, y'all know I went to the big competitive marching band. But,
Very Catholic.
yeah.
Mm.
But,
Okay.
anyway, so apparently, like, our,
Oh, sorry.
Fees were
That was
Just
comparatively...
go
I don't
past
give
it.
a fuck. Our fees were comparatively lower than other bands. Like, other bands had, like, $700, $800 fees, and ours was, like, $125 or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the only
might
thing we
actually-
For
really,
cheap fucks.
the only thing that we really had to really pay out for was when we the band went to Europe, because we
Yeah.
didn't do any competitions or anything,
Yeah.
but
Same.
every few years we went to Europe and we had
Yeah.
to pay pretty decently out of pocket for that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for field trips like that, we paid. So like we went to Washington D.C. my junior year, and it was awesome. Just because I love D.C., it's a beautiful place, and we got to go to all the cool historical sites. And I'm such a fucking history nerd that I was running around one of the sites that we were at, pretending I was a soldier because I'm a weirdo.
Nerd.
Oh no, I love it.
Up.
What's up?
What did you do?
It's fine. I'm bringing it back.
But you're take away my.
Yes, that doesn't matter right now.
Supposed to be having conversation, not be fucking around with streams.
Yeah.
Do that in your own time, motherfucker.
We're back. Technically, this stream never went down.
Anyway.
Technically, it never went down.
Anyway,
Don't know how to get the color.
so my dad would starting what was it? I want to say summer of third grade.
taking this off soon.
So third to fourth grade, we started doing these road trips that my dad would call odysseys, and we would drive. Well, my mom and my dad would drive, and my sister and I would fight in the car. One of our first ones was we flew to California, to San Diego, and then we rented a car and we drove like around Arizona, New Mexico, all that stuff. And so that was the first one. And then the last one we did was actually with Kevin. One of our last spring breaks, we drove down to Florida after partying hard the night before.
Oh, F.
So we were hungover.
That was a mistake.
My parents were laughing at us the whole time. So, but we recovered. He slept in the car, which he doesn't usually do. Well, mostly because he drives. But when he doesn't drive, he's usually not able to fall asleep in the car. But he fell asleep, and then he was able to eat the food that we bought earlier. And then we just had fun in Florida. We got to drive on the beach. Got to actually stay at a couple places for more than just one night. It was great.
That does sound.
I miss Florida. I really do.
I'm taking this off.
All right, now that Kevin has succinctly given
Now
his...
you look Now you absolutely look like you're from Iowa.
No, I was looking from not
Mormon
Iowa,
country?
Idaho, like Mormon.
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna-
Utah.
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 I'm getting some like Harold Hill vibes. IMO.
Harold Hill?
Music Man.
Never seen
Oh,
it.
never seen it either.
Oh my god. You
I've
know,
never
for-
seen it either. And I know what my username is, so shut up.
Being a theater kid and a trombone player, I saw it like when I was in high school, but for the longest time, people were like, "Oh, 76 trombones."
76 trombones in the big
Trombones.
parade. Oh yes, Colorado
100.
finally won. Okay,
Went to Biden?
Biden.
Nice.
What?
We're at 131 for Biden and 93 again for Trump. Colorado finally decided that they were Biden.
Ooh, Texas did flip back.
Yeah, but
went
it's
back
just
to-
no. But right now he's just in the lead by 0.3%.
0.3. Wow.
Oh shit! Yeah, look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah. But his
With only 64%.
his lead in Florida is growing a lot, though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's not shocking
It's
though.
Florida. I'm surprised with Maine.
Did you know that this election, more people...
that Maine is Republican?
The fuck? Yeah.
Maine is like far north, frozen nothingness. So
No, that's
it's
Alaska.
They
very-
have 2 electoral votes, so.
Yeah,
fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Maine and Nebraska have this weird thing where where each of their electoral districts gets its own like vote, and
Yeah.
so they can actually split their votes however they want.
Guys, look at Wyoming.
Yeah.
What?
Why is it
Yeah.
0%?
There's a lot of them that they do that for, just because that's what's predict. Do you really think Wyoming's gonna go blue?
No.
Well, there's like
None of
barely
those
any people.
butt-fuck
Let's see.
nowhere states
Hang
are,
on.
are going blue.
You
You're
said
saying
You ever
earlier,
think the
Kevin,
3
did
people that live in Wyoming are gonna go blue?
Hang
say
on,
that,
let me
but
actually look it up.
Kansas- You say that, but Kansas is actually leading. Biden's actually leading there by a bit right now.
So Wyoming
I-
has 549,914 people.
Lake County, the county in Illinois I live in, has more people in it than the entire fucking state of Wyoming. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Um,
I love Wyoming though; it's so pretty.
did you know that
We need to go.
more
We'll put on
people
the list.
more people in Texas early voted this year than total voted in 2016?
Yeet.
Yeah, I heard that from. I think it was Jack posted that. or
Oh,
something.
I just saw it online.
All right, so
I tweeted at Jack.
for
Wonder if you should see
Texas,
my thing.
Trump is winning 49.6. Biden is 49.1. Monica, go. Go take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Do you need to leave,
Go ahead,
Monica?
Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She
get out
does.
of here, man.
Okay.
we love
Gotta
you.
rearrange all the windows.
Yeah, go lie down, put some ice in your head.
Or do
whatever
what
it
you're
is you
supposed to
treat
do with the concussions. Yeah.
and not look at all the screens.
Yeah.
No offense, I probably won't keep the stream on.
That's
no,
fine.
honestly, go the fuck to sleep. That's,
Well,
or don't. I don't know.
concussions are weird. They don't want you to actually go to sleep right away, but you probably have a bunch of instructions from your doctor. So,
Yeah. The only explicit instructions I was given was limit screen time and
stream
Stream
time.
Stream time.
Stream
And-
time for it.
What?
No, it's from the
I know.
from the producers.
the
Yeah.
producers.
yeah, which is
Stream
very
time.
But
If Hitler had a
goodness,
stream.
yeah.
Stream time for Hitler.
I managed to make it 40 minutes, which is longer than I thought I was gonna.
Congrats. Thank you for hanging out,
next
Monica.
We'll see.
Feel
better.
better.
See you next week. Don't die in the meantime.
I'll do my best. Also, fuck Trump. Bye.
Bye. Oh God.
Speaking
Now
of
it's
that,
gonna mess up your
AOC won
stream.
re-election, so that's good.
Yeet. I like AOC. She,
Yeah. That stream
I'm just
really
straight up gone.
was fucking phenomenal.
I don't think my parents like her very much. So my parents are very. They like to say they're centrist, but I
Centrist is code for Republican.
I don't think that they're not. No, they vote Democrat like every single time. But like
I don't consider the Democrats.
Okay, so
actually
like all the people that
Well,
I'm
that's
seeing
me.
on dating apps is that are saying
We
that
don't
they're
need
centrist
Where's
you.
Ryan?
Republicans.
what?
I don't know where. There's Ryan. No, that's not Ryan. There's Ryan. Hold on.
He's reorganizing the stream.
Oh God, there's
know.
me. Hello.
all sorts of fuckery.
Ew.
So I guess I'll go
There's
into the
Ryan.
one topic that I have that I came out of the election. So
Before I leave.
oh, you're
no,
you're
just
leaving?
no the stream.
I
Ugh.
fixed it.
Fixed.
Ugh.
Mike didn't move for some reason.
Neither
Yeah,
did I.
I'm just like that.
Well, no, you didn't move because you're.
I'm still sharing half my screen with Kevin.
I'm trying to fix it.
Get better.
But Mike, what you were
Do
saying
you know how
was
annoying this
all the
is?
people that I've been coming in contact with on dating apps saying that they're centrists, they're actually Republicans.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, no.
There we go.
Ah,
Good, because I was swiping
Fixed
left
it.
on them anyway.
Yeah, good.
That means you don't like them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Christine made it blue, I'm guessing.
yeah, it's blue in the back
I like it.
because we have a white
Okay.
wall, a red flag, and
Oh.
blue.
Oh.
So my topic is that Georgia, to honestly, I guess no one should be surprised, elected a senator. Senators go to Congress, right?
We're talking about U.S. senators?
Yes.
They go to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The
So-
senators go to Senate.
Not
Well,
Congress.
there's a difference between U.S. senators and state senators.
So I'm not.
Because
100%
there's
sure
a
then.
there's
Either
a
way- either
there's
way,
a state
the-
Senate and then there's a federal Senate.
Well, there's the state.
I
yes.
think it's federal. I'd have to look into the story, but
Name?
in fact, I'm actually gonna go look into the story. Someone vamp.
What's his name?
No, it's a she.
Oh, what's
And I
her
don't know
name?
what her name is. Hold on.
Speaking of Georgia, I don't know why they were on the list of like, ooh, maybe Trump won't have them, but like, yeah, Trump has them very firmly.
Yeah.
Firmly
okay,
grasp it.
It
Firmly
is.
grasp.
It is the National Senate. They elected a female. Not that it matters. QAnon supporter. They elected a QAnon supporter to an
I
actual
remember
position
her.
of power, and I think that was the point at the night where it's just like, yeah, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Like-
what's her name? Yeah, Kelly Loeffler or whatever.
Dumb.
Yeah.
I have
She
many
looks like Lauren
words.
Southern.
Hey, do you guys know how to play Tiki Tiki? Or Tinky
What the hell's
Tinky?
that?
Okay, so pick up your cup. Everyone got their cup? Tinky Tinky, motherfucker. And now you drink.
See,
Oh.
that was a terrible game.
Thank you.
What?
It was pretty tasty if you want it.
That is
First
pretty
work
tasty.
cup, Mike.
In any case, yes.
Sponsor us, please.
So, in any case, my
Jose
O from
Cuervo, could you
earlier
sponsor
was,
us, please?
Ohio
MeUndies!
I'm wearing them
Ohio
now!
also fuck. Ohio also just flipped red.
Mother titter.
I was surprised that Ohio was not going to be a swing state this year. They were
They're
apparently supposed to.
They.
th-
Oh.
They're usually a
Oof.
swing state and could go either way, but apparently they were like supposed to be like good.
Trump's only winning by
Relatively
0.1% at this point.
No, he's not. That's 49.8.
Yeah, so it's
And then
0.92.
Biden
you're
is
right.
48.9.
1.1%, yeah.
Trump's pulling away in Texas,
No,
by the way.
No, that's 0.9%, Steve.
Look at Texas. Trump's pulling away right now.
Yeah, Trump is pulling.
Ah, rip. Oh,
His
not by that
lead in-
much.
His lead in Florida is growing. I'm surprised Missouri is blue right now. That's kind of a shock.
I need them to stay blue.
What do they have? They have
They're
St.
pretty
Louis.
solid.
They got cornfields.
He meant the electoral college points.
Oh.
Well, keep in mind, all of this is still because we
And
don't know.
Cardinals.
Because
And the
okay, so what's gonna
Cardinals,
happen is if Trump is declared like the winner, the Republicans are gonna try to get all. No matter what, the Republicans are gonna try to
It
get
doesn't
like.
say how many electoral votes. there
Actually, no. If Biden is declared like winner, the Republicans are gonna be like, we demand a recount. And,
Oh, literally
Blah, blah,
this
blah.
morning they already filed a lawsuit in Pennsylvania. So.
Yeah, because and then I know immediately as
is-
soon as the election ends tonight, they're gonna be like, we're gonna file a lawsuit that all uncounted mail-in ballots are null and void. Like they're
I'm
gonna
so
do that.
Fucking tired, guys. I'm so tired.
They're gonna try to
I'm-
pull some shit like that where they're
I'm
gonna
so
be like,
mad about-
all uncounted ballots don't count.
I'm
now.
mad about Wisconsin. Like, what the fuck, mate?
Oh, that's
That Wisconsin always goes red though.
Minnesota is blue.
It was blue under Obama, if I recall.
Maybe I don't know.
Thanks, Ryan, for answering.
It's a lot of a lot of Wisconsin is just like the states in like the center of the west center of the country. Most of Wisconsin is butt fuck nowhere, where there's nothing to do but fish, hunt, and drink.
Which is the
Like,
best thing to do.
I mean, I'm not hating on it, but
You,
that is a
you
breeding
fucking
ground
better, or
for
you're
right-
not invited next year.
But that is a breeding ground for right-wing ideology.
No, I
so-
know. I'm not
confused as to what.
I'm not like disappointed. I mean, I am. I'm not angry. I'm just
Disappointed,
disappointed.
You're disappointed, but it's not unexpected.
Yeah, like it's. Right now I feel about Wisconsin how you feel about your fuck up child. Be like, yep. Well, okay.
This might fuck up the stream again. Hold on.
Kevin, stop messing around the stream.
Can you stop playing with shit?
I'm confused as to why North Carolina is a battleground right now. Like,
And see, I mean,
Like- that's south.
yeah, it's south, but they're not.
Ohio is blue.
They're not as south as you think they are. Ohio is
Oh
blue
yeah,
now?
Ohio flipped blue again.
Let me
So
refresh.
yep, that's gonna be a wishy-washy one.
They're gonna be a swing state.
Yeah.
Wait, who flipped again?
Ohio and Kansas flipped.
Oh yeah, Kansas just flipped red.
Cool.
Oh no, and then they keep flipping.
I was going to say Kansas is blue on my screen. I just
No,
refreshed.
no, yeah, I just said, and now it's red.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm gonna check the widget one more time.
This is so weird. If
Oh
you
my
look
God.
at the map, you got
Oh, that looks great. Oh, fuck. Yes, I fixed
What is
it.
this stupid widget thing?
it's for new subscribers.
It looks awesome.
Yo,
Love it.
Keep that.
Oh,
Don't
you
fuck
need
with
it.
any further.
You know what? You need to wear suspenders more often because you don't do the lip thing nearly as much. You just go like this.
Lip thing.
When he concentrates, he goes like.
I just do it very like out of instinct for some reason. Like I'll be concentrating on a game and I'll just go. Guys, want to see my fish tank?
No.
Your fish tank?
It's my project.
So, fun thing I learned while I was voting today, the Libertarian candidate, Jo Jorgensen, aside from her name being JoJo,
Georgia.
her vice
Does she have a stand?
presidential candidate is named Spike.
So he's her stand.
Is the Republican Party deliberately trying to be a joke?
No, this is the Libertarian Party. No.
No, that's what I
Libertarian.
said. Oh,
You
so-
said Republican.
Oh, is the Libertarian Party deliberately trying to be a joke?
I almost voted for her
Wait.
today solely because she shat on Woodrow Wilson.
Guys,
on
look at
Twitter.
Virginia
I'm like,
real quick.
All right, I can fuck with that.
Look at Virginia
Add 'em
real
next
quick.
time.
Virginia.
How did
Vagina.
Biden win?
Wait, what?
Well, that's
That always happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
also,
solid
I
blue.
imagine.
Oh,
that's
it's the same with
because
Maryland, too.
Richmond and hasn't reported yet.
No, that's also
Probably.
Maryland too. Is the same way.
Yeah,
That's
those
weird.
states. They're waiting for. They project blue because of the cities that haven't reported yet.
Well, I think we can safely.
How does
give-
How does Rhode Island have 4 electoral votes, but it's like,
Because it's population.
but
Yeah.
Maine,
Because the American voting system is fucking broken.
but Maine has more people than
Also,
Rhode
it's
Island.
Rhode Island. Just let them have something.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, Maine has like.
Yeah, no, Rhode Island has 4, Maine has 2.
Well, no, but like
think-
Maine, I think is pretty empty.
I think
Maine is super
Oh,
empty.
I did not realize that Rhode Island has over 1 million people living there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's very
London's a
dense.
surprisingly big city.
You
I
go.
think we
You
can-
can go from one side of the state to the other in like an hour.
Yeah.
I was there. It was super cute. I love it.
I think we can safely assume that California is going to go to Biden.
Don't
Oh.
assume.
I'd be very
When
surprised.
you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Well, yeah, all I'm saying is that as someone who was just in California like a month ago, like a month or two ago, the population centers are very heavily Democrat. We mostly traveled in the northern half of the state in Oregon.
Oregon, the best state.
In the northern half of the state, there was more than their fair share of Trump signs up there. Like I saw more Trump signs there than I have in Illinois in my entire time here in Illinois.
Did you guys visit the redwoods and the sequoias?
We did. No, not the sequoias.
Oh,
redwoods.
you need to
If
go
you guys
see the
have
sequoias.
not seen an old growth redwood, Muir Woods is great. Don't get me wrong. Love
It's
me
beautiful.
some Muir Woods. Muir Woods is great. But
There's a better place,
Get yourself to Redwood National Forest.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And go to a place that has. It's a very aptly named but unimaginative. They have a tree. It's called Big Tree.
Love it. Sorry, I interrupted you, but
Right, but like in San Francisco, we didn't go into San Francisco, but Vanessa lives Vanessa's family lives in Alameda, which is like an island-ish thing in the Bay Area.
I know
don't
what
really
it is.
know. Yeah,
I know where it is because of Mythbusters.
Oh yeah, Vanessa was actually in an episode of Mythbusters.
Yep, you've told us.
Yeah. Anyway, but there were I didn't see a single like Trump sign in there. Mostly and I asked Vanessa about it like recently. I was like, would they have gotten ripped down? She's like, oh yeah. But there are tons. I saw a lot of Biden signs. There was more Black Lives Matter and like rainbow flags that you can shake a stick at. But like, I would be genuinely shocked if California went to Trump and not Biden.
It's impossible.
Yeah, I was going to say the population centers are extremely liberal.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much every population center.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's because
Every major city in the U.S. is blue.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
But also, I know Indiana is red. I didn't expect them to be this red though.
It's
'Cause of
Indiana.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
Well,
Like they're
Pence is there.
redder than Mississippi.
Gonna see Miss Eliza. Gonna go to
You ever been to
Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Actually, no.
Thankfully, no.
Actually, yes.
Queen.
Wait, we were in Mississippi. We were in Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Yeah, we went to Mississippi.
Hey.
No. We went to Nashville. We're in Tennessee.
No,
Probably one
we
of my
we
favorite
went.
Chris Rock sketches.
So what we did was we went down through Illinois. We went through Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia. Remember? Because Atlanta people can't drive for shit.
We went
passed.
up through Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, we passed 4 car crashes in 1 hour.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
It was awful.
Awesome aquarium.
I know the exact. Oh yeah, the aquarium.
The Georgia Aquarium is amazing.
Oh
Well, I should go there
yes.
sometime.
The Georgia Aquarium has the largest tank in the U.S.
Yeah, and you can walk through a tunnel, and they got 2 whale sharks in it.
There's two whale sharks, and it's literally they have a tunnel that goes through the middle of it, and like a conveyor belt that takes people through it. And when we were in the when we were in the tunnel, there were like these signs that they could read facts about like different like major animals they have. And this one little kid like behind us was trying to like read one of the signs, and his mom just grabs his arm and goes, "We ain't here for learning." Literally sounds like that. Like, we ain't here for learning.
She said that. Yeah, no, she literally said that.
You're at a museum.
That's an actual quote. Not we're being bad. That's an actual quote that someone we heard say.
Georgia, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking Georgia.
Fuck.
Danny just
that's
blapped on the
brand.
screen.
Missouri flipped red, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Motherfuckers.
I'm so stressed.
It's gonna be a close one.
The
And again,
why is the Midwest?
Surprised at
Nothing-
how up in the air this is.
Why are there
Nothing-
just 2 blue states in the Midwest?
nothing from today
Matters.
is official.
Yeah.
Unless Trump wins, and then the Republicans will be like, throw out all the uncounted votes.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how corrupt the fucking
Voting system
corrupt
is?
and blatantly fascist the Republican Party is? Fucking
Oh, we know. Yeah, we know. Yeah.
I'm about to say, you know what? I assume Kevin wants to be fair and balanced here, but honestly, fuck that shit. Fuck the Republicans. Fuck Trump. I said what I said.
To be fair, I agree with the fascist comment. I will also say that the Democratic Party is probably just as corrupt as the
Oh, yeah.
Republican Party.
They hide it better
Literally,
though.
I started like briefly reading up on candidates before I looked at the Green Party candidate. He said, and his view is that people shouldn't be trying to change the Democratic Party from within because it's just lost, and they should just make a new party. I'm like,
I don't disagree.
fair.
Same thing with the Republican Party. I mean, there's the whole you've heard of the Lincoln Project, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Kellyanne Conway's husband is like a major part of that. I
Yeah,
think.
a handful of Republicans, I think six major Republicans pretty much left the Republican Party and started the Lincoln Project, which is essentially its a new little party, and it's essentially like, hey, we think that the Republican Party has kind of lost its roots. Like, this is the true Republican Party, like the party that Lincoln wanted to start. Like,
Well, that's just the constitutional party with extra steps.
well, yeah, but then they're pretty much like, we hate Trump, we don't like Biden, but he's better than Trump. Is pretty much what that party is right now.
Here's why that's short-sighted though. Is Trump's not going to be around for the next election, so it's going to be pointless.
Well,
you think
yeah.
He's gonna die.
Well, he's
Well-
not going to come back. He's not going to. If he loses this time, he's not going to come back next time.
That
If he wins this time, he can't come back next.
Well,
he can't come back,
do,
but a
like,
different
I-
Trump can come back.
There is no different Trump.
I was going to say, which one of his brain dead sons do you think is going to run? They have the combined personality of a wet noodle.
No one
I'm
has-
Eric.
No one has the charisma. No one has the name recognition. No one has the wackiness.
Yeah,
Trump was absolutely an anomaly.
I think
exactly.
I disagree. I think that what we're gonna see is the Republican Party is gonna split in the next decade. You're gonna have
that. I agree with.
You're gonna have a party that follows Trumpism, pretty much the get the really far right, outrageous people that are just fed up with society, like pander to them, because they're like they're your people in like Wyoming and like Nebraska and shit like that. Get their votes solidified, so you get a bunch of the little 1 and 2s like all around the place, and then you're gonna have a more moderate Republican Party that's more like traditional Republicans, and I think they're gonna run another
Headed
Trump.
by Mitt Romney.
I think in 2024 there's gonna be another Trump running. He might not get the bid, but there's gonna be another Trump running.
I think at this point it's just a matter of
As
is
in-
the Republican Party going to fracture first, or is the Democratic Party?
I hope they both do. I honestly hope that we get a 4-party system going,
This
or at
two-party
least not a
system-
2.
This two-party system is
It's
absolutely
too black and white. Like,
it's better. I mean, yes, it was better than it.
It's basically just one party, but with 2 different coats of paint.
yes.
But like, yes, it's better.
Eggshell or cream?
When they first made it, yes, it was better than what they had at the fucking beginning, because the beginning was monarchy and they needed at least something. So like,
Yeah.
but now as our country's been a thing since 1776. We need more changes. This is not. For 200 years, we've had the same fucking system.
I mean, if you want to be technical, George Washington didn't have a party, so.
Whatever.
all I'm saying.
Do you want 12 p.m. Sky Blue or 1 p.m. Sky Blue?
For over 200 years, we've had the same fucking system. It needs to fucking change.
Okay, here's
No
what
more
I-
parties, fuck it.
I don't entirely disagree with you on the political parties are basically the same, but there's only one party that's trying to get rid of gay marriage and take away like reproductive rights for women.
Oh, wait,
So
hold on.
That's kind of what I'm voting on.
Hold on.
Kansas won with Trump. Mother. That sucks.
Shocking.
I
Hold
feel
on.
fairly certain that there's more than one party that does that, but.
I don't disagree with you, but like the Republicans seem to actively try and get rid of that, by voting in Amy what the fuck's her face. I refuse to use her initials.
I forgot what her
Schumer.
name is.
Amy something or other.
Schumer.
I know her. What? What'd you say?
Schumer.
What just happened?
Good one. Amy Schumer is a comedian, Christine.
Oh yeah, I know Amy Schumer. Sorry, I was looking at
But,
Facebook.
I
Use that
refuse-
term loosely.
I refuse to use her initials to even give her like a resemblance of like a relation to Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
You don't like Amy Schumer?
No, no.
Sorry. Sorry, my brain went bye-bye for a hot second, and I missed like 5 seconds.
I
derailed the conversation.
Hey, Kevin, can you make your post shareable?
Bush map, but it's Amy Schumer.
Which one?
No, the Supreme Court justice they just nominated.
This one on Facebook?
It's not shareable?
Nope. Because I want to share it to friends and family who would like to join. Watch us. Watch me be gay on the podcast.
I don't know if I want your family. What?
Okay, you
It's
should be able
kinda
to.
Cute though that
You have to make it public, I think.
Sincerely being like, oh well, you waited out
There,
the
it's
election
public.
last time for a Supreme Court. You should wait out this one. Like people actually thought that the Republicans were going to do
I
that.
still
Oh,
can't share it, dude.
They're not.
They're gonna.
I still can't share
I
it.
mean, the Democrats did the same exact thing.
Give me your phone.
I literally made it public.
Yeah, making
The
it public does
Democrats-
not make it
the-
shareable.
Yes, it does.
Democrats do?
Okay, there. Got it.
The Democrats put in a Supreme Court nomination, like
Well,
right before an
No,
election.
they didn't.
Well, no, they put it.
Yeah, they did.
Well,
Garland-
they did,
that
but
was- Garland was a solid like 8 months before.
not
the
even. It was like 14.
Yeah. It was well before the election,
It
but
was
because
14, but Mitch McConnell is a turtle-faced piece of shit,
yeah, the
so...
Republicans had both the House and Senate, so they're just like,
Where is
no,
that
we
thing?
don't feel
Hold
like
on.
it.
There
With
was-
a complete desecration of, like, what this country should be standing for, honestly.
There was this great thing where it was a Fox News. Fox News did a bunch of polls. They did like 4 polls about like should they overturn Roe versus Wade and like a bunch of these other things, and they all swung far left.
Okay, so
And it was just kind of like
real
well,
quick.
the comment section isn't going the way you planned.
real quick. I'm very confident that our male guppy impregnated our females because in this picture, neither of them are pregnant.
Yeah. We're pretty sure of guppy babies in a
Oh,
month.
okay. So now the
Brave nation.
okay.
Your
So
picture
Utah.
Here it is.
Than I do.
Okay, wait, hold on. So here it is. Fox had a couple polls. They had a poll of changing to a government-run healthcare plan. 39% strongly in favor, 33% somewhat in favor, 14 opposed, 15 strongly opposed. And then they had Supreme Court action on Roe versus Wade. 71% said leave it as is. U.S. gun laws should be, 55% said more strict. What should happen to illegal immigrants in the U.S.? 72% pathway to citizenship.
Yeah, like
Like, just the poll isn't going... So, the poll isn't going as you planned. Cue Captain America.
The old Captain America meme.
Yep. So, the comment section isn't going the way you planned.
Alright.
That's one of my favorite reaction memes of all time.
Arizona's starting to report now. That's going to be an interesting one. It's leaning left right now.
Yep. Probably because like
That's
Vegas.
Getting right just a second ago. Oh no, that was Utah. Never mind.
Again, I mean,
Wow, Utah.
I'm not counting.
Mormons.
I'm not counting any chickens right now because the next week is going to be like. I think next Tuesday is when they're going to actually announce it.
Speaking of Pennsylvania flipped red.
what the fuck, Pen?
Feeling
Ooh.
a lot of the
That's Biden's home
mail-in
state.
I have
Whoa.
a lot of the
That's ouch.
a lot of the mail-in ballots are going to be blue because because a lot of blue people give way more of a shit about the pandemic than
Blue. Ba-dee-da, ba-da.
No, yeah,
Hardly any
yeah.
mail-in ballots in Florida have been counted yet.
Well, and you see so like I know Pennsylvania started counting this morning. A couple states started counting like this morning, but like I have a feeling that the Republicans are gonna like if this trend continues because right now it looks like they're gonna win. If this trend continues, the Republicans are gonna immediately go. We're gonna move that all uncounted ballots don't count because it's past the due date. They're gonna do
wait,
that.
who does it look like is gonna win? I didn't catch that.
I mean, currently on the current introduction, Trump's gonna win. Just judging by this map, Trump's gonna win.
Babe. Like this mask that Charlie did.
Yeah, I know. Tell your folks I said hey.
It says I voted.
It's looking it didn't look great going into this. It looks even worse right now.
It looks bad right now. If you're a Democrat, it looks pretty. The outcome looks bleak again. This is like a flashback of 4 years ago.
And I actually saw my post from 4 years ago. I was like, well, here's to 4 years of hell. Didn't realize my last year of the 4 years of hell would be a fucking pandemic.
Yeah. See, I actually kind of knew 2016 was going to go to Trump because I just saw so many people who were vocally Trump but just weren't in polls.
Well, you also had people...
And also we had people who were tired of politicians. So they voted for Trump because he's not.
Another thing is, most, like, pre-election polling is through landline numbers.
Yeah.
They are wildly inaccurate, as you might expect.
Yep. Well, the other thing is that so many people thought that the Trump nomination was just a joke. So I'm sure there were a lot of people in 2016 that were like, I don't need to vote. That's nothing. He's not going to win. There's no way in hell he's going to win.
And hey, guess what, you shit turds?
If he wins, I'm gonna legit be fucking depressed.
I'm not gonna be depressed. I'm gonna be mad.
Well, the good news is that if the Senate flips blue,
I need the Senate to flip blue because then they'll just.
How is that doing?
Well, the Democrats are winning the Senate. Yeah, but the Republicans are winning the House, and Montana just came live. Montana's currently blue.
Oh, good. But also Montana. Let's see.
That's not gonna stay blue.
No way. Welcome to the political podcast we've been promising.
Yeah.
Okay. Montana has 1 million people.
While we're on the political podcast, Black Lives Matter and fuck anyone who says different.
Black Lives Matter, trans lives matter, gay lives matter, immigrant lives matter. Fucking reproductive organs goddamn matter. Women's right to choose goddamn matter.
All lives can't matter until all lives actually matter.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
No, I like that.
I like all lives should matter.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good too.
90s WWE. By God, it's Bernie Sanders. He's cashed in his money in the bank briefcase.
By God, it's Bernie Sanders with the steel chair.
He's cashing in. He's cashing in.
Let's do a quick history lesson.
There, but,
just to remind people, Electoral College, how does it work?
No one really knows.
It's fucking bullshit. That's
essentially, each state gets assigned a number based on their population.
Yeah.
Those numbers are then given out to supposedly anonymous people. So there are actually a certain amount of people per each state that control the state's votes. Those people then they're supposed to follow what the people want, but there is a clause where they can actually say, like, our state's stupid, we're not doing that.
See the 1970 or 1876 election? I
don't know.
It's the one where Rutherford Hayes beat someone.
Essentially, this has rarely ever happened, but the Electoral College can pretty much say, our state's stupid, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And they can turn against the state.
The reason that one happened is because the elections were so close in certain states is that the electors actually met with representatives from Hayes's campaign, and he said, hey, I'll end Reconstruction in the South if you give me your votes. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. Essentially, the American people don't actually vote.
No.
The American people pretty much just suggest to the electors what they want.
Hey, Iowa's blue, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially, the American people just suggest what they want, and then it's up to the electors if they decide or not. Because this system was put in place when the government thought the American people were too stupid and too uneducated to vote for themselves, to make educated decisions.
Yeah, which is still dumb, because that's fucking stupid.
It's also, I think, I would be willing to bet it's got some, like, racist shit in there from the past, but
the 3/5 compromise?
Yes.
And also it means that just because we live where we live, because we live in a very large population center, we live in the Chicago suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
So our vote, just because we live where we do, our vote counts less than someone from fucking Wyoming, just because they happen to be born there and will never leave that state.
With the
because fuck
Electoral
Wyoming.
College, people don't vote land votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You could be the only person
We should
in
really
like a
get
district,
the electoral.
and you have 100 times more power than someone in Chicago.
The electoral.
Which is also,
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
it's also part of the reason why Puerto Rico will not become a state, because if it does, it will be hard blue, and that's going to be possibly 2 to 3 more electoral votes for a blue candidate.
Which is fine, but also, well, I think the electoral college should fucking not exist because we are smart. No, 50% of us are smart.
No.
And-
Debatable.
Well, okay, the electoral
The Electoral College.
That's attempt number 4 to say that.
North Carolina flipped red.
Yeah. Is dumb because, like, again, like what you said, say Illinois was all blue, but then the electoral was like, oh no, that's dumb. We're gonna vote for the Republican, and there it goes.
To play devil's advocate for it, there is an argument for the Electoral College in that if it was just popular vote, then all of the major cities in the U.S. would be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
And major population centers live very differently than
Then there
the
needs
other ones.
That's why the Electoral College was invented, because
there needs to be something that we also take the popular vote into consideration. It can't just be the Electoral College.
There hasn't been, I don't think, there was a stat where like a Republican hasn't won the popular vote for the presidency in maybe since the 60s. I don't know if that's accurate, but it was a very long time.
Bush definitely won the popular vote in 2004. So
Really?
Hang on, I have the
it was
internet at my
2000
fingertips.
that was the disputed one.
Popular.
2004 election.
So, did anyone else vote for Kanye? Or is that just me?
Yeah, just you.
Surprisingly, he's super anti-abortion, so I'm like,
Not surprising at
Kanye?
all.
That's not
actually.
surprising at all.
he also wasn't on my ballot.
He wasn't on my ballot either.
well, no,
No,
because he
he's
didn't
not on the ballot in
actually
Illinois.
register.
No, yeah.
Oh.
You
thought he did
and you
actually
can't do,
register.
and on my ballot you couldn't do a write-in. So
Yeah, Bush beat John Kerry by 3 million votes in 2000.
That's surprising, actually.
Not really.
no,
John Kerry was not a great candidate.
no.
I wasn't.
I remember
woke
that.
enough at the time to know.
He looks like if Mitt Romney was a Democrat.
What's John Kerry doing
Sure.
these days?
It's fair.
Also from the same state. So yeah.
Smaller.
This is the part where we just wallow in our own misery.
Sorry, I was just watching the video Kevin posted.
I don't want to say for sure, but I'm kind of the fear that's like been lurking at the back of my head has been that if Trump wins again, I'm not sure we're going to have another another real election. We're gonna this is gonna be some like Russia-ass shit here.
Well, we do know that he's got Russia in his pocket, so.
Well, no,
I don't think it
mean,
was that
like,
bad.
It's there in Russia. There is an election every year, and oh no, it looks like all of Putin's, Putin's rivals suddenly came down with polonium poisoning. How unfortunate.
I don't think it'll be
Only
like
you
that.
would know what that is.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't actually. I don't work with radioactive materials at all.
But also, I'm gonna go with a hard no on that one, Steve. It's
same.
We're gonna go. I highly doubt that 2024 will be red. I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing you have right now is I would say 95% of Trump supporters that voted for Trump in 2016 are voting for him right now. 95% of them. There are some that are like, he's not what I wanted him to be. I'm switching. But like most of them, I would say, are probably still voting for him. Yeah. And that's why I'm not surprised at the results right now.
You also have to understand that the vast majority of general populace don't vote based on ideology. They just don't.
They vote on what their party is.
They just vote on, if they're even slightly undecided, they just vote on presentation.
Yep, presentation, and you've also got your one issue voters. There are so many people in this country that vote Republican just because of the abortion thing.
Yes,
there are so many people.
Members of my family are like that.
Oh yeah, there are probably millions of people vote just because of abortion.
Really depressing.
But I do gotta say, this really was Trump's election to lose, because
and he's putting up a decent fight.
Biden,
unfortunately,
that was their choice.
They could have gone with anybody else. I gotta say, I thought Harris.
Not Bloomberg.
Harris is terrifying, but in a good way.
Yeah, I like Kamala Harris.
Where's Buttigieg? Where's Buttigieg?
Buttigieg backed out because
I would have, if Bloomberg had been the candidate, I would have literally not. I would have even have put in a fucking mark for president. Bloomberg is a racist, rabid piece of shit.
Why is my
literally bought his way?
Discord webcam?
Speaking of former candidates, so it's a bit of a tangent, but I'll get there. So I started listening to a new podcast called Cult Podcast, which is basically just explores different cults around the U.S.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Where are you listening it on?
And one of the cults, I forgot what it was called, but it's based in Hawaii, and some of the major leaders in the cult are the Gabbard family.
Gabbard.
What's the podcast?
Yes. So I think I've heard about this. The podcast Worst Year Ever did something on this way earlier in the year.
And supposedly,
what's the podcast called again?
Yeah, what's it called?
Cult Podcast.
And what are you listening to it on?
Just on Spotify.
It's also on Apple. I'd wait.
Is it Last Podcast Cults? No, that's not it.
It's literally just called
this
Cult
one.
Podcast.
That's what I'm looking for, and it's
Cult Podcast.
It doesn't say.
I googled Cult Podcast, and there it is, first thing.
Subscribed. Yep. I like shit like that.
Okay,
Do they have
I guess I have to
episode?
Google it. That's kind of stupid.
Hold on, let me.
What was that about? Oh yeah, so I guess don't worry, guys.
8 episode.
Don't worry, guys. In 2024, AOC can run for president.
Nice. I would vote for her in a heartbeat.
Yeah. But I forgot what the name of the cult is. But
she would actually be a great candidate too.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna run for president. The only reason why she didn't run this year probably is because she's too young. She's only 31.
Yeah, you have to be 35.
I think she needs a little bit more refining to do before she becomes a proper candidate, but she is well on her way.
No, I mean she has the potential to be the first woman president.
She's well spoken, extremely opinionated, and many people seem to like her. A lot of people seem to hate her too.
I mean, I say she might be the first woman president, but if Biden wins, Kamala Harris will be the first woman president. Because that's the only reason. Because Biden has already said he's not running again. Biden has already made it very clear that he's running for one term, and they're doing it because they're setting up Kamala Harris to be the 2024 candidate. Like that, the DNC has already chosen their 2024 candidate, and it's Kamala Harris. And if you think I'm wrong, I will. And if I'm wrong, I'll eat.
You'll eat the hat.
No, I don't want to eat my hat. I like this hat. I'll eat a habanero on stream.
Eat the fucking hat.
We don't have a fucking habanero, baby.
Really? Just the habanero? Come on.
Do you know how hot habanero is?
Yes, I do.
Ghost pepper, bitch.
Fine, I'll eat a ghost pepper on stream.
There we go.
It's a good theory.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you guys.
But Kamala's record, especially in law enforcement, not great.
Oh yeah. I'm fully aware it's not a good move, and it's not a move I like. But I'm just saying what I think's gonna happen. because that's what the chess pieces are being set. Biden is really just kind of like a not a pawn, but like a stepping stone. A stepping stone, I would say, for Kamala Harris to take the presidency.
I mean, I guess.
That's the DNC's hope, I think, at least.
I mean, that'd be. I don't entirely disagree with you, but that also be like saying, oh, they only voted for Trump just like they only nominated Trump just to get Mike Pence to be the president. 'Cause, I mean, Trump is. I
was
Biden,
back to blue.
The difference is that
Never mind.
the difference
Biden's
is
a few years older than Trump, but I fully expect Joe Biden to outlive Trump by at least 5 years.
the thing is though that Biden has specifically said that he's only running for one term. And I
mean, do you remember all the dementia talk from earlier this year?
Oh yeah,
Biden.
Yeah.
Have you seen Trump put together a sentence, my dude?
Better.
No, Steve. I gotta agree with Mike on this one. Like this morning, a video came out of Biden in Pennsylvania, and he was started giving his speech, and he was like, there's a saying, my grandfather grew up here. And he just never goes back to the saying. Just never goes back to it. And I had to go back to the beginning. I'm like, did he ever say what the saying was? Like, he's like, just like the saying goes.
Trailing off on a tangent doesn't mean anything.
There's so many. I mean, Trump probably had a stroke last year. I mean,
100%.
there's so many signs that he had a stroke.
But they're not going to confirm anything because
not until he leaves office.
Yeah, no, because then he'd have to fucking leave the office. Sorry,
Christine, are you drinking straight tequila out of that bottle? Fair enough. Understandable. Have a nice day.
I would just like to point out someone looked at the Google search results by state for right now. All of the states are looking at the election except one.
Which
Alaska.
Which is Mississippi.
Oh, because I know already.
Looking at porn.
Yes, Mississippi.
KPI.
Anything specific for porn?
No, just porn.
Just porn. Because why? What else would you do in Mississippi? They know what they are.
And then there's Ben.
They have nothing else.
And then there's
Right?
Ben Shapiro off in the corner googling. And then there's Ben Shapiro off.
I don't want to talk about
Googling
Ben
AOC
Shapiro.
things.
He's a fucking dumbass.
something wop.
Real quick, how do you say Kamala Harris' name? Is that it? Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
It's Kamala, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because Trump calls her Kamala, right?
Yeah. Because he's a fucking idiot.
Which one's right?
Well, he does that to make fun of her.
Yeah,
it's
Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Right?
Wait,
Kamala.
how is that
Kamala.
making fun of her? It's
Not
even
Kamala.
a play on words. It's
He's mispronouncing
I think
her.
he's run out of nicknames.
He's mispronouncing.
I'm gonna guess it's a semi-racist kind of thing where it's like, black lady can't pronounce her name.
He's mispronouncing the name more than likely to try and disrespect her.
Well, yes.
I mean, at least
he does that with literally
Pocahontas
everyone.
was kind of funny because Elizabeth Warren that wasn't great, but at least that was mildly creative. But like Sleepy Joe is just like, come on, man, you could do better than that. Give me something here. Like, okay,
I think Sleepy Joe is actually a good one. If I'm being honest.
I mean, it's not inaccurate, but it's not really catchy. But like, it's like okay. The China virus and shit like that. That's problematic. That's like problematic. But I have to give them props. It's still super problematic. I have to give props for the Kung Flu because at least that's a good play on words.
Wait, is that a?
Why have I not heard Trump say that? He said that.
Is that a play on words or is that a fucking pun?
Yeah.
It's the Kung Flu. Oh my God.
It's a pun. Yeah.
Well, play on words and pun. On words and pun are basically interchangeable. Whatever. Anyway.
That's so bad.
Anyway,
I'm about to pull up some definitions.
Go for
You're fighting the English people here.
but I gotta say, Kung Flu is at least creative and kind of got a chuckle out of me.
I don't think he came up with Kung Flu, though.
Okay.
Kung Flu.
So,
a guy to do that for him?
Here's some.
Oh, probably.
Here's
There's someone that writes his
Here's
jokes.
some learning. Pun. The usually humorous use of a word in such a way as to suggest two or more of its meanings or the meaning of another word similar in sound. So Kung Flu.
Oh.
Play on words. A humorous way of using a word or phrase so that more than one meaning is never mind.
Yeah,
Mike, you and I were wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2016 was like peak Trump nicknames.
Yeah.
Lion Ted, Little Marco.
Little Marco.
Little Marco.
Little Marco. Little Marco.
Of all the guys that
I
he's
don't want to
fired
just
from
keep
his
drinking
staff, he
tequila.
fired
I
the
need,
wrong
like,
person.
an actual mystery.
Which one did he? Wait, who did
He fired the pun guy.
Yeah, the
The
pun
pun
guy.
Yeah.
Probably an intern.
Yeah.
I am going to go pee and grab myself another alcoholic beverage because I'm too deep now.
Akaha.
Hey, Uncle Sam,
Would
you like-
Lion Ted, he
would
picks
you
up
like
the
to
Bible
not
and then he puts it down
have
and
me
he
get
lies.
super wasted on stream and make me a...
No,
No?
I don't want to get up.
Okay.
Can you just get me a Mountain Dew?
No.
Just a Mountain Dew. Just
No.
a can of Mountain Dew.
Mike,
No.
completely
Can of Mountain
unrelated,
Dew.
they announced the cast for
No.
the Nagatoro anime.
Oh, fun.
I did see. I saw someone talking about that on Facebook today.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, Sumire Uesaka. That's a good choice. That's
I-
a good choice.
I know the premise.
Yeah. That's Sumire. I can't remember what else she's done, but I know.
Oh no, she's in Bang Dream.
Yeah.
Oh no!
She's really big voice actress. Nah, what's some of her big? Oh, she's Dekamori in the fucking Twin Tails girl. Only Ryan is going to understand what I'm dealing out right.
Oh, Gaming Guru's in the chat.
She's Schultz here.
You guys are just sitting there not talking to us? What the fuck, guys?
Lurking.
Sarah was the one that texted me about saying Kamala's name wrong.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, was that right or wrong? Kamala?
Kamala.
Kamala. Oh my god, I was saying it wrong.
Kamala, like...
Hey, new follower!
Faye! Yay!
Was that Faye?
That's Faye. I know Faye's username.
Thanks, Faye.
They always use that username. Oh, my boo baby!
I am the back. Anything
Welcome
interesting
back.
happened while I was gone?
Faye followed.
Weeb shit.
Well, yeah, weeb shit happened.
Oh, and
Okay, now that you're
then-
back, I'm gonna step away to, I guess,
I
make a
did
drink
see
real
an
quick.
interesting
Thanks.
argument from someone that
Yeah.
if Biden gets in, then AOC and the farther left candidates can bully him into a better agenda.
Oh, for sure. That's why a lot of leftists are. That's why a lot of the leftists are voting
Thank
for Biden instead
I
of
love you.
voting for.
He's mad at me, guys.
Why is he mad at you?
Because I'm asking him to make me a drink.
You always do that, Christine.
Yeah. You
I make
do.
him drinks too. Not nearly as much as he does. I understand, and I am admitting my failures as a human being. But you know.
Fair enough.
And now, you want to know another failure as a human being / my mental capacity? The reason why the West Coast hasn't posted yet is because it's not past 7 yet for them.
No, it is. It's 7:30 right now.
Well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like, but I think it's like 8 or something that they.
Results really don't come in till 8 for them.
Yeah. So, I was like, why is it
Well,
taking
half an
so
hour.
long?
Prediction: California, Oregon's going to Trump. California is going to.
Why would you say Oregon's going to Trump?
Oregon has other than Portland, Oregon is super racist, yo.
Yeah, you have to weigh Portland
Thanks,
and
Faye.
Salem versus everything else.
Faye says we're all great.
Hi, Faye.
Washington.
Mike, did you see who the voice is for Senpai?
Let me hold on.
They're now doing anime
I didn't
speak.
recognize his name.
Well, you should.
Yeah, hold on. Let me scroll back down to it. Daiki Yamashita.
I spell Faye's name right? It's Faye,
Yep, yep,
right?
that is correct.
Daiki Yamashita. I'm sure I know who you are. Oh. Oh. Well, that's unexpected. It's the voice of Deku from My Hero.
Wait, sorry, what are we talking about?
There's a new anime, basically bullying Fetish the anime, and the main guy is being played by the same subbed voice actor as Deku.
Bullying fetish?
Yes.
Don't ask.
I'm asking.
It's called.
No, I'm asking.
Nagatoro.
So is it like what's the no, it's Suna TSU
No, not
Tsundere?
Tsundere. No.
No, it's not a
It's
tsundere.
not a Tsundere. No, it's basically.
well, it's
Well-
also kind of a bullying fetish if you think about it.
I'm gonna go no, but don't have time to explain that. Anyway, basically it's a
You would know better than me.
real cuckboy protagonist. Just his underclassman bullies him, but it's a rom-com.
Yes.
That's it. Bullies him, and she is a cute girl. So
So it's okay.
yeah,
'Cause that's how that
the
works.
Discourse around
She
that one's
bullies
gonna
him
be-
in that bit.
The discourse around that one's gonna be fun.
Just like the weird discourse around that, like, what was her name? The chick with like the
Daki-chan.
pixie cut and the huge tits.
Yeah, it was Daki-chan.
What was that?
Oh, the
she's
Opie
18
shirt?
She's 18 but very small, SMOL, and has
Yes.
huge tits. Like, what's
Welcome
the
to anime.
What's the controversy though? That's like half of the anime.
We,
chicks
we,
out
we,
there.
we literally just in Food Wars watched an episode of Food Wars today where they met the curry professor, and she's like tiny and she's like 35.
Yeah. It's because people like to project their own weird body standards onto cartoons.
I find like it's like I
Like,
do
there's-
find. Go ahead.
Like there are some states where like even if you're legal, if you have the body of a child, it's a lot more difficult to do porn.
I kind of think that's how. Like, I kind of get it. Like,
No.
I stray far away from like the pedo shit and like in.
I thought this was the politics podcast. What are we talking about?
Porn and
Honestly, I need a distraction from the politics. It's too fucking depressing.
well, congratulations, we just brought politics into porn. Are you happy now?
But like the pedo shit, like, oh, she's a 12,000-year-old vampire, but she has the body of a 12-year-old girl, so it's not pedophilia. No, still fucking pedophilia, my dude.
Or, I
No,
mean,
it's not because it's a cartoon.
yeah, it's a
So-
drawing.
You're,
It's not a real person.
If
okay.
that's pedophilia, Grand Theft Auto is murder.
You are correct. Doesn't make it any less creepy.
Yeah, you're fine.
Creepy,
I'm
yes.
Totally fine with you thinking it's creepy. That's fine. But don't call it pedophilia.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Hey! Thanks for the gifted sub, Chris Adilli. Welcome Ember Reviews to the royal family.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was Gatorland.
That's what I was doing for the past minute.
I don't know. Do you like that name for my subscribers, the royal family?
That seems kind of counterproductive to what you're
I know.
projecting right
Royal,
now.
royal family is fucking cringy as
I
fuck,
know.
yo.
Well, I mean, would it be like?
What about Gatorland?
Would it be
No,
like
it's Gator Country. It's Gator Country. Get it fucking right.
Girl.
what about like the Pride
The Pride? Sure.
for Danny's Pride
Okay, that's fine.
Let's go for it.
for like because like it's like her like Pride of Cats.
Oh, like a lion pride. Gotcha.
Hey, 10 months for
10
Steve.
motherfucking months.
Thank you for joining the pride. I like that. Okay, joining the pride. We're doing it.
Giving you $5 a month, motherfucker. Better be.
Oh,
putting that to
you're
good use.
you're not using your Prime sub. That's what I do for
I
him.
don't have a Prime sub.
Oh, God.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Oh,
No,
that's a thing that happened to me.
Wait,
that
wait,
big
wait,
sub-
hold on. No, we mooch off of Vanessa's parents.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. I mean, this the stream bought this ring light setup and this webcam for me, so.
Yeah, he used the money that he
So-
earned from the stream.
The money from the stream goes back into the stream.
Yes, dear.
Anyway, so I think I mentioned this a couple podcasts ago. Is I filed my first dispute on my card against Amazon because
Oh,
they
yeah.
Yes, you were
mentioned
talking about that.
Why
they
is
were
New
supposed
Hampshire
to ship me
still-
something, and then they canceled the order, but they didn't send it, or they didn't refund the money after they canceled.
Just gonna
the order,
send
so I
it.
Just gonna
I
send
did-
it.
So I had my bank file a dispute on the charge, and I got an email from Amazon. Apparently, when you dispute a charge against Amazon, they cancel your Prime account.
I saw that Twitter post. I was like,
bullshit.
what?
That is bullshit.
What the fuck?
That's fucked up, yo.
So I was like, I was getting real frustrated with rights because their shipping
Yup.
is bullshit, and I was about to be like, oh, get my fucking manga from Amazon. Not anymore.
Yup.
That sucks. Sorry, dude.
Just read it on Viz Media like I do.
I like physical
Oh,
copies.
my hero. Oh.
Stop.
Yeah. No,
I don't want to talk about anime
No one's
on the
caught up.
Politic podcast.
Christine wants to talk about politics.
For once, guys.
How about that? How about that blue state?
Which blue state? Wait,
New Mexico's blue.
why is Arizona gone again?
New Mexico's declared blue.
Utah and Arizona disappeared. What the fuck? So did Iowa. Now I'm confused.
Well, they're still on here for me.
Not for me. Refresh your
I
page.
refreshed it and they're gone.
But Kansas is blue again, and so is Missouri. What?
Oh yeah.
I'm confused.
They're just gone.
It looks like it reverted to an older thing.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Colorado
Okay,
and
refresh it one more time, and it should come.
Colorado
back.
and New Mexico are declared blue.
Up, they're back again.
Yeah, there you go. I think it just had a little bit of a brain fart.
Well, at least
that's
Iowa,
gonna be a-
Iowa seems to be
Damn it.
pretty solidly Democratic, so that's
I don't
kind
know
of
why
nice.
people thought Iowa would be red because it's been blue for a very long.
Oh wow, Arizona is real solidly
Good.
Democratic.
Yep.
Montana for now, but I doubt.
Montana's
that's gonna
strong right now.
No, Montana's strong. Hopefully they can.
22% of expected
Expected
voters are in, so
Yeah.
it's not a lot.
last. Utah, shockingly to nobody, is solidly Republican.
Oh wow, Arizona's 73% of expected voters are in, and it's leaning blue.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That was a really hot battleground for the past couple years. It's got a lot of people from New Mexico and California bleeding into it over the past couple years. So there's been speculation as to whether it would turn blue. Looks like it might turn blue.
Man, if
So,
Trump
I
gets
might-
Florida and Texas,
Yeah, and it looks like North Carolina's still really close, but I'm gonna bet it leans Trump.
probably
Which is annoying, but understandable.
he might win again.
Might be about to get sloppy drunk.
Closing the gap electoral vote wise, it's down to a 20-point gap.
Yeah, he's closing in.
Yeah.
Which I mean, last 2016, it was like Trump had the early lead, and everyone was like, "Oh, Hillary's got the late game," and then Trump just kept pulling further and further and further and further and further and further.
It's you have to. Sorry, I thought I was gonna wait.
How do
There it is.
Alaska and Hawaii vote usually?
Alaska's red, Hawaii's blue.
Are we sure on that?
Yes. Very
But they're
good.
both so small, right? Yeah, 3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah. Which is
yeah,
another piece of
You have to remember,
bullshit.
California has 50.
55.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
California is the,
Lighting
but
up to 190
I'm a little Biden's at 135, Trump's at 115. He's catching up now.
Oh yeah, he's been
Yeah.
catching up.
Yeah.
He's a creeper.
Can we go back to talking about porn and anime?
Yeah.
But this is the politics podcast.
I was gonna bring up porn when they mentioned impregnation about fish earlier, but
We think both of our guppies are pregnant.
Yeah.
So now I need to buy.
Guess what? We've named them.
Oh yeah. So
No.
I want to.
My
Can I say it?
underrated tag. Just gonna say.
So my tank is the fake planted tank, and it's going to be the Game of Thrones tank. We only have one fish right now. His name is Jaime Lannister because he's beautiful.
Get more tomorrow.
We will probably get more tomorrow. Kevin, go, because you want to talk about your tank.
My planted tank is the Avatar tank. No one likes the Avatar tank?
Just say the names.
Avatar the Last Airbender or the blue?
Not the blue Avatar. No.
The good Avatar.
Wait, what?
The good Avatar.
The animated one.
Which animated?
The Nickelodeon cartoon show.
It'll be, and it's a mix of both Last Airbender and Legend of Korra.
Yes. So we have 3 guppies right now. They're Maka, Korra, and Asami.
And Mako is horny as shit.
We're 99% sure that both Korra and Asami are pregnant.
By Mako, because he keeps going up to them.
They're getting fat.
They're getting bigger. We're also feeding them.
Canonically, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's why we did it.
Date both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we did that.
Korra, Asami forever.
Well, no, we're all for the threesome, where Mako's bottom all the way.
I had 3 auto catfish. One of them died. So now we have Boomy and Tenzin.
So Kaya died.
Kaya died.
I literally watched her die. I was very sad. We had a little fishy funeral.
Yes.
She went down the toilet.
And then we have 3 snails. Azula, May, and Ty Lee.
And basically, the way we can tell is the ones that are more in the open are going to be Azula and Ty Lee, and the one that's always hiding is May.
Of course.
Because one is always hiding.
My girl Ty Lee like that, comparing her to a fucking snail.
No!
Ty Lee is best girl.
Snails our snails are actually super freaking cute. They're zebra snails. They have really pretty shells.
Cute. I have some old cringy ass fan fiction where I had like a self-insert character have a thing with Ty Lee.
Oh God.
Okay, let me stop you right there.
Steve, that's things you don't say out loud.
I wrote that shit like 10 years ago. I just found like the hard copies I have like when I was unpacking earlier, like last week.
Steve, that's things you don't say out loud.
Oh well.
All my fanfics were very classy.
I've written some fanfics.
Okay.
I wrote Ruby I think a really good Ruby fanfiction, a White Rose Ruby fanfiction that none of you fuckers ever read. But
I don't know if you ever sent it to me.
Fanfiction.
I sent it to you multiple times, and you didn't read it either time I sent it to you.
He definitely sent it to us.
If you guys...
Steve, I'm a terrible friend, okay?
So any followers who want to read any of the fanfictions that I've written,
don't give away any personal.
Just go to fanfiction.net and look up the username Chrisadilly. It is spelled up top above my name. That's me.
That's me.
Let's see, what have I had? Let me see. I have...
username for fanfiction.net.
Go to my fucking...
827 without
go
the
to
E.
goddamn... Alright. Bixby, I am not talking to you.
Why did your username just punch me in the...
Because I made it when I was 15.
Your username just punched me in the soul, and I don't know how that happened.
Punk rocker without the E, 827.
So no, I've written
X's on either end.
7 stories.
So I have written 7 stories. We have The Lion King 3, A New Beginning, Eye of the Tiger Star, A Different Side of Her, World Without Sound, Little Drop of Lemonade, Given the Circumstances, which is my most popular one, and that is a Hermione and Fred little fluffy fic. And then Bars of Hell, which is a crossover of Scar and Captain Jack Sparrow.
You've got 23 faves on, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, like Scar as in Lion King?
Yes.
Scar?
It's actually, okay, I really like my Bars of Hell. I can actually just give you the link real quick.
Wait, sorry, I think I would need some context here as to why Captain Jack Sparrow is having a thing with a fucking lion.
No, it's not a thing! He is trapped in jail And Scar is there as well because he got
Come on,
captured.
Steve. B stars like this. Now.
This
You
is
gotta
not
be
a.
more
I do not write slash
Okay,
usually.
fair, but as a lion or as like a
No, he's a
human?
lion. He's a lion. Here.
I have so many questions.
Is this Omegaverse shit?
It's literally it's 700 words. You guys can read it in a hot second. Like
I heard the room hold its breath after I said that.
What did you say?
so what so the
Omegaverse.
so the prompt that
What's
I had
Omegaverse?
Don't ask.
so the
I'm
prompt that
asking.
Mike just explain it otherwise he's not going to drop it.
How do I tackle this? It's a subgenre of fan fiction
It's erotic.
that adheres
Erotic.
Erotic.
to specific
Erotic.
subgenre of erotic fan fiction that adheres to specific tropes that stereotypically you may apply to a wolf pack, such as
So it's furry shit.
not necessarily
Werewolves.
It's the whole omega, beta, gamma.
Oh, okay.
There's
yeah,
actually
alpha,
there's actually
beta,
no
et
gammas
cetera.
in
One
a
quick
wolf
sec,
pack.
guys,
It's
I'll-
alpha, beta, and omega.
Yeah.
And maybe some deltas, but no. So wolf packs.
Oh God.
There's the alpha pair. Then they have a in real world no,
don't
but
wanna
in
look that
most writings
Why I
they
look
have
this
a
up.
beta,
Yeah, keep me on,
which will
keep me on,
be
keep me on,
their
keep me on.
right hand man. And then the omega is the one that gets fucking bullied, abused, all that shit.
You guys
It's-
are way more into fan fiction than I am.
I love werewolves.
I'm not into fanfic at all.
I love werewolves.
I only know about this because there was an entire lawsuit about a genre or
you
not,
cut out,
and
bud.
whether those tropes can be copywritten.
What'd you say,
You
dude?
cut
You
out
cut
there.
You cut out a lot.
I only know about this because there was an entire lawsuit going on about whether these tropes are copyrighted, like to a specific work, or whether they are part of the genre at large. Lindsay Ellis
Yeah.
has a really good video on it. Would highly recommend.
Interesting.
Well, I have like I don't know how many fanfics I have. I think it's 10 or less. 9, and I think only one of them is
Jesus.
Ruby. The rest of them are Avatar, and they're all. The only one that I'm like actively proud of is the Ruby one, and that's I think actually the best story. I think that's actually got the most attention because it's still an active fan base. So
I don't know. I mean, personally, I've come up with ideas for fanfics, but I've actually written one because, like, in my opinion, I like making my own universes and my own stories. So I tend.
fanfiction, my dude.
Well, so there's
What?
fanfiction.net also has a fictional / other
Yeah, I know.
called Fiction Press that
Yeah, I
you
know.
can post your original ideas, which I did.
I know.
Like 5 of them on.
I've had like a Borderlands / Ruby crossover dancing around my head for a while. Just haven't like got it fleshed out enough to actually write it down on paper.
Yeah, I mean, back in like elementary school, I thought of an idea for like a Star Wars. I mean, it wasn't even but this is before fanfic was even a thing.
No,
like,
fanfic has always
had,
been
like,
a fucking thing.
Back in elementary school, I had an idea for like a Star Wars original story that like I had in my head, and I shared it to some friends, and they were like, "This is stupid," like because this is before fanfic. So like, they didn't get the idea that people could make stories in the same universe, kind of thing. But I don't know.
RP.
I've just always thought of making my own stories instead. I don't know.
Off screen.
How did we get onto something more cringy than U.S. politics?
Hi.
I don't know.
We needed to drown it out with something even worse.
Yeah, seriously, like I can't deal with. I don't want to deal with Trump probably winning another election, so I'm distracting myself with alcohol, and talking.
Alcohol. We have been.
And pie or cake
Ooh.
I should do a super smutty one just as practice.
for
Just fan fiction. Just something.
what you
Of
gonna,
what?
What would you write? What would you write for?
Some sort of anime.
don't
Why don't you
know.
do Maka and Soul?
Maybe.
Ship that. I shipped that hard, actually.
We all
That's,
ship it hard.
that's probably my
Everyone
favorite.
ships that.
But I did Midnight in Death City, which was like a nice little clean one, a little sensual, a little bit, but
Yeah, but that's cute.
yeah.
Like, it's like, it doesn't have to be smutty. It's just like, you know, little cute shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I did, but I kind of want to do a smutty one just to see what I come up with.
So here's the real question: do we want to switch to a game, or want to keep just talking about the election and stuff?
Well, I have cake, so we should keep talking for a little bit.
Okay.
Let me refresh.
It's 135 Biden, 115 Trump.
Okay.
So Biden's still in the lead.
Hey, but New Hampshire finally fucking went Democratic.
Yep.
Well, again, the fact that like literally seemingly half the country is voting for Trump legitimately depresses me, because I don't know what the fuck, like, I can't get myself in the headspace.
Well, no. Well, Steve, keep in mind that like half the country is probably these big blue states.
Well,
like,
what?
So half the population.
What I'm saying is, like, I can't what I'm saying is like, I can't get myself in the headspace of a Trump supporter. I think, me personally, I'm a very empathetic person. Like, I can generally like try and understand, like.
You also have to understand, the DNC completely abandoned unions in the past few years.
It's that
entire block of voters is up for grabs.
It's that, and also the fact that a lot of the people in these red states that are very isolated, they're pretty much in the mindset of, I don't know any of these people. Like, I don't know any gay people or any black people or any people of color. Like, I don't know any of them. I think where I am, I'm fine. My way of life is fine. Why should it change? So they're gonna vote Republican.
It's not going to change. That's the thing. And they're like, the Republicans come out with this whole boogeyman shit, like, oh,
but
Biden
that's the
and
thing.
Harris are fucking socialists. It's like, have you looked at their platforms? They're like aggressively capitalist.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that the Republican Party has done a good job of framing Biden and Harris in that light. So people who live in Wyoming people who live in Wyoming and Utah, they think that if Biden gets elected, he's going to implement this socialist economic system.
Steve,
and
I don't
they
know
believe
if you've
that.
noticed this over the past 2,000 years, but politicians lie.
Yes, of course they do. But
they're professional liars. That is literally their job.
I just feel like the Republican Party does it way more aggressively and way more obviously than the Democrats. Like, of course Democrats lie, yes, but like, I feel like
I mean, that's also coming from your viewpoint's coming from a very suburban area. Like you're not rural. Like you live near Chicago all your life. So your views are going to be pretty left because of the area you've grown up.
It doesn't matter though. It's not about. It's about ignorance and like willful ignorance. You have literally every bit of information the world has to provide right at the tip of your fingers.
Yeah.
And people can be like, oh, Trump was like, oh, there was all these fucking people at my inauguration, like day fucking one. You can go on your phone and look at the pictures and be like, no, that is like legitimately incorrect. Or a lot of Republicans aren't. They're ignorant, but like they're aggressively and deliberately ignorant. Of course there are people who just don't know, but they're aggressive. Do you know what I mean? Sort of. Sorry, I'm not super coherent right now.
I think you're vastly overestimating that particular block of voters and not paying enough attention to the middle class, I don't want my taxes to go up block of voters.
Yes. That too.
Much more significant block of voters.
And like on that fact, like I come from an affluent family, so my dad is very much against that tax.
But I mean, again, the tax is only on 250,000 plus.
Also, if you actually read the fine print of that particular amendment, it's just to remove the limitations on whether Illinois can do a progressive tax or not. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
actually a tax increase. It's just
No.
allowing them in the future to do a tax increase.
Can Illinois do this?
But
Yeah.
and with like
That amendment's absolutely going to pass, by the way.
and
Oh,
with
yeah.
Biden and with Biden's like tax plan, like it's people are just like, oh, taxes are gonna go up. No, it's only gonna go up on the people who make over $400,000 a year. You make $30,000 a year, Dave. What the fuck are you talking about?
Sit down, Dave.
Joe the plumber.
I'm gonna go.
But Dave
real
could be
technical.
rich one day, Steve.
Yeah, that's the whole
Dave
thing.
could make it.
I want those kinds of tax plans to be implemented, but you can't just implement them and call it a day. Between 2000 and 2015, Illinois lost over 1,000 millionaires. They just left
Oh, yeah.
the state.
Yeah,
Oh, they're leaving in droves.
Because it's bullshit.
Because if all you do is raise the taxes, the people who can afford to move will move.
Yes.
And the people who can't afford to move will be left with a higher tax burden.
Yep.
So there has to be more than just raise the taxes. You have to give them an incentive to stay despite the tax increase. Or B, it just has to be on a national level. And leaving the country is much harder than leaving a state.
That's true.
Yeah. And I do kind of agree with Mike. Like, the whole counterpoint to the whole tax bill is, like, if you make $1 million, you're giving more in taxes than someone makes $10,000, you know?
Yeah.
Just because if the percentages are the same, like, 30% of $1 million is more than 30% of $10,000.
There you go.
At least that's how it should be when, you know, Donald Trump, the president of the United fucking States, pays $750 in federal taxes.
Yeah,
If that.
I think the biggest issue is
If that.
the government gives too many tax breaks to millionaires and to big businesses. Like, they get away with too much.
They do. But also, on the flip side.
I think
No, there's no
everyone
flip side.
There is no flip side to that. People should pay taxes.
Well, yes. No, I'm not saying people shouldn't pay taxes, and it should be based on the amount that they earn.
No, that's what everyone's
Yeah.
saying. It's just like there should be hypothetically a flat tax. Everyone should contribute the same amount of their income to, you know, the betterment of everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, that should be a thing.
Yes,
but
5% of income on someone who's, say, I don't know, a retail worker who's only making maybe 30 grand a year, versus someone who's making 2 million a year. Again, that 5% is going to be much bigger if you're making 2 million a year versus the 30 grand.
yeah, but the issue is that the guy who makes $2 million a year is more likely that if he goes to the government, he's like, "Hey, I had a bad year. Can I get a tax break?" The government's going to be like, "Yeah, sure." Like you do more for the economy than that retail worker
Well, then
does.
you just don't give tax breaks.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But then
The
those
problem-
people don't get reelected.
Yes, because then the people that make the $2 million are like, "I'm not going to fund you anymore."
So it's a real.
There's a real catch-22 going on.
Not even catch-22. It's just it's
It's all poo.
it's all shit. Everything is
all
corrupt.
poo.
America isn't the American dream. We all know this.
It's all
No,
poo.
the only thing
We
I've
are
learned
better
in the-
than most countries, but still.
It's all poo.
Not
the
by
only thing I've
much.
learned in the past 4 years is that the America is broken on
Oh, yeah.
every fucking level. The healthcare system is fucking broken. The electoral system is fucking broken. The social what's the word I'm looking for? Social welfare shit is fucking broken. We will people are like, "Oh, why should we help other people abroad? We have people to help at home. We don't fucking help people at home."
All I have are negative thoughts.
I'm so tired.
All I have are these hands.
I'm
I don't
so
have
tired.
any hands.
I hate this country so fucking much, and I want it to be
live in a
better, but I
society.
can't make it better because I'm just one man.
Hey Ryan, what are your
We live in a
opinions?
society.
What?
What do you think,
Oh
Ryan?
wait,
He's still thinking about Nagatoro.
refresh. Hold on, everyone. Refresh Politico. Refresh Politico.
Oh
Refresh Politico.
What do we got, Christine?
Just refresh Politico. Just do it.
Washington, Oregon.
Just all of a sudden, boom!
Washington, Oregon, and California are blue.
Yeah, of course.
Well, Steve was questioning Oregon. Biden is 130.
Well, keep in mind that they're all 0% reporting still.
Yeah.
It's because
It's a
Politico's like
projection, yeah.
these are the people that are gonna
No,
win.
Oregon is not 0. Oregon is 64.2 for Biden.
Holy fucking shit,
That's-
yeah.
I gotta refresh.
Looks like I was fucking wrong.
Yeah, you were, son.
That's less than I was hoping.
Okay,
actually.
Idaho 92% for Trump. Yeah.
That's
They only have potatoes. Yeah.
Well, fuck Idaho.
Here's the thing.
1% of voters so far. That's nothing.
All
Here's the
3
thing, though.
people in Idaho, sure.
Here's the thing, though.
4.
If the entire map as is goes the way it is right now, and Nevada, even if Nevada goes blue, Trump still wins.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So one
Trump
of the
doesn't
big-
win.
Yeah.
They win
Yeah,
at 270.
Because the states that are lines
Oh
aren't
shit,
counted
you're
yet.
right. You're right.
Yeah, count
You're
them up.
right. Yeah.
So we need Florida or Ohio. So actually, we need at least 2 of them to flip.
Yep.
Florida
So-
ain't gonna flip. They're at 51 versus 47. Same with Texas.
Ooh, Pennsylvania's going even more red. That's not.
Why, guys? He lived in your for a hot
Again,
second.
Pennsylvania, that's where the steel mills were. That's where all those.
Yeah, the unions.
Except
That's why
they
Michigan
haven't
will
done
never go
shit for
blue.
Unions.
Why? Oh, because they're very union heavy.
No, he hasn't done shit for unions, but the DNC hasn't either, and they feel
Okay.
more slighted by the traditionally union part not doing anything for unions.
What they need to do, I would love to see Trump, instead of going with good, clean coal or whatever, is
Coal,
embrace.
that's my favorite fucking phrase. Clean coal.
Clean coal.
It just makes me. But I would love to see the Trump administration embrace like renewable energy. You could create so many fucking jobs by just going into renewable energy. You would get so many people on board with you. Like
I'm gonna pander to Mike for a second here.
Nuclear.
Nuclear energy is fucking fine. Everyone is fucking terrified of nuclear energy. We have
problem with the green, or that's my major problem with the Green Party. They're very anti. Which
Yeah, like
zero problem with
God.
nuclear energy as long as it's of course properly maintained, so we don't have another fucking Chernobyl, of course.
I mean, but you know how many
literally the
like
only state where that would be a problem is California. That's the only state where because earthquakes.
Oh yes.
I mean, do you know how many more like mining like drilling accidents for like oil there have probably been versus like nuclear accidents? Like it's
So
probably
what
like astronomically more oil accidents compared to nuclear accidents.
That's
So-
another. Biden is pro fracking. He's like that's not a democratic platform.
No. So here, my thing on nuclear power. So I live near. I live in Wadsworth currently. It's close-ish to Zion.
Wow.
Steve, don't tell people where you live.
I
Like,
don't give a shit.
we
No one's gonna.
whatever,
We
Steve.
have literally 5 people watching this.
It
If they
doesn't
wanna
matter.
stalk me down, they
It's
can
called
stalk me.
being careful.
Steve, I'm just saying that if I archive all these streams, so if for whatever reason I do become popular one day, and if you become like a fan favorite, people will know where you lived in 2020.
Love you, Steve. Sorry, that was rude.
No, I mean, if Steve becomes a fan favorite on the podcast, if the podcast becomes big, if we have 500 viewers,
You might get
I
some
become a fan,
stalkers.
I'd be shocked.
How do I pull up that thing from LA Noir? Doubt.
For that entire
Listen, I'm
video,
just-
I like your ass.
I'm just saying, just in
Can I just
case,
get an oversized X button just for that?
just in case, guys, just in case, be a little careful.
Okay, all right. Anyway.
Just in case.
So I live-
56.
I live-
I do it to
Okay.
protect you guys.
anyway,
Protect you guys?
Protect.
Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
So
No, I want to keep talking over
Kevin,
Steve.
shut the fuck up. I'm gonna gag you.
So
Ooh.
so
No, Mr. Kimball.
there used to be a nuclear power plant over in Zion, like right on the lake.
Yep.
Which is shut down decade or at least ago. There used to be this like little museum for kids. It's called the Powerhouse. But now, looking back on it now, I realized it was just a propaganda museum for nuclear energy. And now I'm 100% fine with that. And I'd love to actually go back there now as an adult. But since the nuclear power plant's gone, the powerhouse is gone as well. But like, I have never had a problem with nuclear energy, and I don't understand why people have a problem with it. It's
Because it's a boogeyman. It's Chernobyl. It's Fukushima.
I will be
Yeah,
right back. I really have to
Fukushima
pee. So
Fukushima was a fucking earthquake. I mean, admittedly, they probably should have had more like earthquake and tsunami protection.
Yeah.
Sure, but like,
Here's how you don't have nuclear meltdowns. Don't build them on a fault line, and don't build them in Soviet Russia.
Yeah, and have competent people behind the controls.
exactly. Like, it's
Not
I'm
hard.
Also, just an FYI, I am actually pretty drunk right now. So I'm not.
Oh, God.
I'm not Mike last week drunk because that was my.
Come on, you can try harder than that.
I actually have to go to work tomorrow, so no.
So did I.
Yes, and we know how terrible of a life choice that was.
Yes.
I'm at a good drunk. I'm a happy drunk, so this is a good spot for me right now.
I was a happy drunk.
You were also an incoherent drunk.
Mike, you literally fell out of your chair last podcast.
Didn't make me not happy.
Mike, you
I'm
fell out of
aware.
your chair last podcast.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Speaking
But I
of
was
drinking, I'm
happy.
gonna go pee again.
Ryan had a great time playing Phasmophobia with you last week.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Was that sarcasm or not?
Surprised you remember.
Mike,
Wait,
Mike.
was that
I need to
sarcasm?
explain-
Yes, it was literally Mike. Take the ghost box, go into the bathroom. Okay, where's the bathroom? Mike, it's right in front of you. Okay, but you're gonna need to lead me there. Just walk fucking forward. It was so
You guys
funny.
abandoned me, so I wasn't there for that one.
You should get Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is like,
I'll think about it.
it's fun. Like,
Oh, Kevin,
fuck, I love
um,
that game.
Now.
Oh, before I go pee, what are we playing tomorrow? Are we playing The Forest or are we playing Halo?
Tomorrow's Halo.
Okay. Because we discussed last week about using that time to finish The Forest.
No, I mean last week was just there because it was spooky week. We'll finish
Right,
the
yeah.
Forest either like on after the podcast or on a weekend or something like that. But
Okay.
I want to finish the Forest though. Like I want to actually beat the game.
So in that case, Kevin, so I'm playing through the Fear games. When I get to Fear 3, would you want to play with me?
Sure, I own Fear, so
Fear 3, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have
Fear.
Fear 3. Let me check.
Yeah. Fear 3 is co-op, and I'm okay if you want to be point man. I can be Fettel or the ghost guy.
Don't know what that means.
Well, so in the game
I own
there-
Fear 3.
Okay, so the main character is just a guy with a gun with like a slow-mo ability where you can slow
Nice.
down time. And the secondary player is a ghost dude who like can possess enemy soldiers and use them
Ooh.
for a short period of time. So we'll have to figure out who wants to be who. So
Nice. When Christine and
Yeah.
I played Super Mario Odyssey, I was Mario and Christine was the hat.
I'm gonna
Cappy.
Go pee. Be back in a minute.
Cappy was the hat.
yeah, Cappy's the hat.
You were
Yeah,
Cappy.
Cappy's the hat. I was Cappy the hat.
We should go back to that game. I'm 21 Sunshines in the Super Mario Sunshine.
That
Podcast been going on for 2 hours.
I'm sure that means something to people who know what that means. But
Listen, Ryan, we're not ending this podcast until the election is called.
That's a fucking lie.
Especially because the election is probably not going to be called
I
for a
have to
couple
veto
days.
that one.
For a week. The election ain't gonna be called until next week.
Probably.
So yeah, we're not running this until.
I'm keeping these suspenders on for a week.
Yeah, I would love to see you go into the office wearing that outfit.
Maybe not this
Back
outfit,
in
but
the office.
I'm like every other day.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he's in the office,
Oh,
and he still goes to clients.
Didn't shit start closing down again? So.
Well, like bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everything should just fucking shut down. For
Well, I mean,
2
if
or 3
And
Biden-
apparently also the T-Mobile store, because I tried to go get my phone replaced on Sunday, and apparently they were closed.
If Biden gets elected, I imagine there's going to be federal shutdowns coming. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that.
Yes.
Like, honestly, if the entire country
There
just shut...
also has to be like financial support along with that.
Yeah, financial support in, like, a 2-week shutdown, like, with warning. Like, pretty much, if the government's like, hey, in a month, we're doing a 2-month shutdown. Get your supplies now, and, like, be prepared for this. We're doing it. Like, if everything just closed, except for emergency, like, things, this whole COVID thing would really die down. Because the issue is right now with state to state, like, there's just too much, like, differences between states. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we've really never had a period of, like, where it's, like, gone.
No, we've never had a period.
We've had lower periods, but, like, other countries have had periods where it's like, okay, we're pretty much done with it, and then it's came back.
Bye, cat.
What happened?
COVID.
Cat.
Yeah, Steve, we moved from one depressing subject to another.
COVID. Yes. Well, here in Chicago area hasn't been too bad.
No, it's
Yes.
spiking.
It's spiking
Yeah,
back up to.
It's going way up, man. I don't know what news you've been watching.
It's back up to
Closing down
7.8.
again.
Let me rephrase that. Nobody I know has gotten COVID in several months.
Well, see that. Well, you see that's the thing, because like I thought the same thing. Bless you. My boss, like his cousin, is like in the hospital for the last 20 days because of COVID.
Oh, she's with you. What
One
a
of
cute
our-
beeb.
Our new dishwasher was out for like 4 days
Due to COVID?
because he was in close proximity to someone with COVID.
Oh, sorry. You said dishwasher. I was just thinking of the machine, not an actual person.
God damn it.
I wish we had a machine.
Right?
I wouldn't have gotten a job if we had the machine.
That's
I
Ah.
was over there.
Ryan still
gotten you over there.
would have gotten you a place.
We had a couple of
There
cases,
is
like,
one of your
earlier
stores
in-
out by us, guys. You could transfer
Not the same
over.
owners.
But
We
you
had a
can
couple
still
of cases early in the
transfer.
pandemic at my work, but we haven't had any. As far as I know, we haven't had anything since.
Yeah.
Well, both of them were lab workers who I worked in relatively close proximity to. So, we weren't like mandating masks at the time, but like masks are on at my work unless you're in the lunchroom and like eating in the lunchroom, and even then, like the tables are like properly socially distanced. You're not supposed to have more than 2 people to a table. So we're doing our best over at SGS.
Okay. Before we end the podcast, I'm gonna just tune into Trump's Twitter real quick. Has he been talking about anything?
Oh God, please.
Let
don't.
us
Don't.
I'm just
Steve,
curious.
let-
I'm curious.
Twitter.com.
If anyone's tweeting, it's him.
Search
he-
for fucker McGee.
It's been a while. He's just
4
like-
hours.
Yeah.
We are looking good all over the country.
He hasn't
Thank
made it in
you.
4 hours. Is he alive?
I love that
Is he okay?
vote video with all the fucking jerk off motion.
Yeah, there's like
Get out and vote! Yeah, fuck you. Under your administration,
It looks-
bullshit.
It belongs to the fucking YMCA.
one of the gayest videos ever, or one of the gayest songs ever.
I am gay.
Because it's
gay,
literally
gay.
about gay men.
What is it? Oh, YMCA? Yeah.
Yeah.
I am gay, gay, gay. I like long, big cocks. I am super, super.
YMCA, just look at me jerking dicks.
So if Trump wins and rights for the gays and women and other people go away, who wants to go out and protest?
I will protest. I will be wearing a mask. I'll be standing 6 feet from others. I will fucking protest.
We can live stream it.
Hell
No.
yeah!
I am
Vanessa-
not. We know this. I am not straight. I am a woman. But like, so he needs to not be in office. He is the devil.
To end our podcast, I would like to say, fuck Trump, fuck the Republicans, fuck the Democrats, but slightly less.
Same
Yeah, America
Same
America
amount.
sucks, and I hate living here.
I want to move somewhere
I
else.
don't hate America.
I want to move somewhere else, but they ain't gonna let me in because I'm an American.
Let me rephrase that. America sucks. I want to make it better.
I'll move wherever.
Make America
my
great
student
again.
loan will disappear.
What'd you say, Mike?
I'll move wherever my student loan will disappear.
That's
Fair
a
enough.
mood. That's a
make,
mood.
Make America great again
That's a mood.
I
without
want
Trump.
to actually make America great again,
Yeah.
instead of making America just a hot mess garbage.
No, yeah,
pile
he
with-
didn't make America great again. He made America into a hot ball of trash that's coming to the sun.
You know, I gotta say though, with all of the mail, I will say I'm holding out hope, because I'm betting a whole bunch of the mail-in ballots are from blue people instead, and a lot of the red people are just like, what pandemic, and went and voted today, and a lot of the blue people are just like, fuck that shit, I ain't going out today.
Well, that's why that's why I early voted too, because I didn't want to deal with voting today. Also, I was sick today, so.
I'm also willing to bet that most mail-in ballots are probably blue. That being said, I have a feeling that, like I said at the beginning, if projections keep going and Trump gets the win tonight, that the Republican Party will immediately go, all votes after tonight don't count because they weren't counted in
Here's
time.
the
It was
thing-
up to the
here's
state
the
to count the
thing, though.
votes in time. Why aren't they
Like-
counted yet?
Like,
Yeah.
vast majority of judges have been like, bruh, fuck that shit, count the fucking votes. Like, when they tried
Yeah,
to
what
do
the
that
fuck
in
is with Nevada right now?
Like,
Did no one vote in Nevada or what?
Much
Even
like,
Go ahead.
much like in 2000, it's eventually going to end up at the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey guys, Maine flipped to blue.
Well,
What?
Maine is still split, so it doesn't matter.
I know, but still, it flipped to blue at least.
They have two electoral votes. It doesn't
It
fucking
was
matter.
already split. It just decided one was more blue than the other one was red, but it still
Cool.
gets more. It's still half and half.
But
Yeah.
Second
If-
district is not going to flip.
Texas and Florida is going to be a huge bump for Trump.
Yeah.
We'll
And
probably talk.
Pennsylvania.
We'll probably talk about this more tomorrow during the
or even
Halo cast.
next
There are
week on our
probably still
podcast.
people in line right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There could be, yeah. Oh yeah, next week we'll be talking about this for sure
Yeah.
on the podcast. But like in later podcasts this week, we'll be talking about this. This is like an unavoidable topic.
I genuinely hate this. I want things to go back to.
Hey,
Blue.
hey,
I
drink
want
up
my-
me hearties, yo ho!
I want my Democratic president back. I don't need a Republican.
I just want to not be an international embarrassment anymore.
Honestly, I just want to be able to have the proper rights that everyone needs.
Yeah.
I would like
you know
to
what?
stop
Let's
bombing brown people, but that's probably not going to happen.
What'd you
No,
say?
I would also yes. Let's take all the money that's going to bombing brown people and put it into like giving everyone health care.
What's the
You know, like
Patrick
every
thing?
other first world country.
Let's take all of this money and move it over here.
Yes.
And push it somewhere.
Where else? Into something that's good. Right, Danny?
Why it's so hard? We have one of the best economies in the fucking world, and yet tiny ass countries with tiny ass economies like Sweden and Norway are able to provide for their fucking citizenry, but America's just like, fuck y'all, you don't get shit.
'Cause
Something,
America
something
sucks
military
dick.
Industrial complex.
America sucks.
I love my country.
I don't.
America
I love
could.
democracy.
I love democracy.
Currently, I don't love it.
So this is how democracy
Currently,
dies.
I don't love it.
No, I don't love this country. I want it to be better for everyone.
No, here. I mean, you didn't let me finish. Like, I love
Oh,
my
I'm sorry.
country because
I'm
it
sorry.
it could be the greatest country on earth.
But it
You
isn't.
can let your hair down. Sorry.
It could be because we got a bunch of racist fucks who still haven't gotten over losing the Civil War, apparently.
So this is how democracy dies, with a thunderous applause.
And a
Not
lot
really.
of
I'm just really fucking
Lot
glad
of that
California came out blue.
Well,
course it
California
is.
was always
There's no
going to come
doubt
out blue.
about
There's
that,
no
though.
question about that.
Shut up. I'm just happy because Texas flipped from blue to red, and I'm mad.
Of course.
Also,
Yeah,
Texas thinks they should be their own goddamn country. Like,
Leave, please. Take Alex Jones with you.
yeah, I mean, we don't need you if you're gonna do this shit to us.
At RTX.
We can still go there.
RTX can move to California.
I need a
I
passport.
Or RTX.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Well, you should have a fucking passport anyway, you bitch.
All of Rooster Teeth would move to California. Funhouse would become the new Rooster Teeth. Which Funhouse is dying, by the way. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to
Everyone
talk.
left.
There's like 3 people left.
It's James and Elise, pretty much.
It's the married couple. Everyone else is
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, we're done.
Anyways, I think that's it for episode of the podcast.
Episode 22, the gang
22.
results. We don't even get. We don't even.
is drunk and depressed.
We're
well,
22 weeks into the podcast. Wow.
Gang commits voter fraud.
Well, that was Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Just one person, not the gang. It was just one person.
One person
I
committed
wasn't
voter
part
fraud.
of this.
I know nothing.
I want my beard back.
Me too.
Me three.
Hopefully in a couple weeks, Steve. Hopefully by 25 we'll be like bearded men again.
Oh yeah.
But maybe you won't have a J beard. Maybe it'll actually grow straight.
It was straight
J
before.
beard.
It was
So
straight
no,
before.
his
A
beard.
J-beard?
Because my
yeah.
beard curved.
And it looked like my mother calls it a J beard because it looks like the letter J.
Yeah.
You should probably trim that a bit more.
Well, before I shaved it, it was like going straight, so I was happy about it. But anyways, thank
It
you
was
guys so
going
much for
straight, so
hanging
he was
out.
happy.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out for the podcast. We'll be back tomorrow, definitely with some Halo. And then
Oh shit, am I in that?
Yes, you're in that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Thanks for telling me.
Yes. So make sure you're following so we know go to live for Halo. As always, the podcast is every Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Stay fabulous.
Feel the burn. The burn when I pee, I have an STD.
Oh, God.
I like being gay.
Na